As the last leg of 2020 begins, we enter the phase of celebrations, colors, laughter, and bondings. India is the global ambassador of festivities, and we are here to read out chapters from this novel. Stories of nostalgia, stories of culture, and stories of home. TNL Audio Stories presents the festive edition with trips across the country via its many festivals. Are you ready? It's almost time for Diwali, and as we prep our homes and hearts to celebrate this magnificent festival, we are taking you to attend a rather fun Diwali party in the mountains. So, come along. Happy Diwali! Everyone screamed in unison for the 10th time. To get a group photo right is always a hassle. As they all huddled around Arjun's phone to critique the image, I took a step back to admire the people I love and the festivities we were surrounded with. This was the first time in years that I couldn't go back home for Diwali to be with my family. After spending a few days sulking about this, a surprise package changed the course of my mood. Dad ordered a bunch of fairy lights online and got them delivered to my cottage in the mountains. As I strung them up, each and every corner of the tiny space lit up with happiness. And no, I'm not exaggerating. Close your eyes and imagine those quintessential TV Diwali ads.
Diwali edition.
Yeah,
Be the light.
just like
To
that.
spread the light.
That entire week, I learned how to make pinni and besan ke laddu over hour-long phone calls with Nani. Samiksha and I sat on the floor trying to sculpt perfect round-shaped sweets. Ritu joined in with hundreds of rangoli designs as if she had to compete in a competition. You know, like the ones we had in school? On the eve of Diwali, the Dhauladars decided to help us celebrate. As the sun rays hit their crown, they shone like diyas lined up on the porch. Nidhi was out in the garden when she yelled, asking all of us to come gape at the view. It was almost time for sunset now. Pink hues in the sky, a light rainbow making an appearance, lights now gleaming inside and outside the house, and at least 5 dogs happily yapping around us. Isn't this the Diwali of your dreams? It certainly was mine. Avinash started playing some tunes from his widely acclaimed playlist, and Abhinav clicked candids as the night set in. I took out the saris Shramona had sent all the way from Kolkata for this very occasion. After failing miserably at draping, Anuja stepped in to make me look presentable. A dash of lip tint, a dab of blush, kettle-shaped wacky earrings later, I was ready to bring in Diwali with every bit of joy in me. Before all of us could party together, we all chose a different spot to call back home. My family looked exceptionally stunning that night. Even Casper, my pet dog in Mumbai, had a bow on, making him look dapper. Within minutes, my red cottage was full of chatter, music, and laughter. I think I even remember a glass breaking, but I was too happy to notice. Sumit brought out the most delicious chocolate tart that somehow paired perfectly with Ava's sinful payasam. The sugar levels were at an all-time high, alright. Amidst all the cheer and various gossip sessions happening, someone suggested we play cards. After all, what is Diwali without a game of Tash? But in the madness, none of us remembered to actually buy a pack. That's when Uddhav and Nandita came to our rescue and presented a pack of Uno instead. Well, that's what it was then. We spent the next couple of hours bonding, cheating, hooting, and rejoicing over multiple rounds of Uno. It all weaved in beautifully over slices of pizza and the lovely cocktail connotations whipped by Karthik. Because let's be honest, no one had the patience that our elders have to cook for a group as big as ours. In the end, the house did look like some catastrophe had hit hard, but my heart was flowing with immense love. Or it could have been the cocktails talking, but really, who cares? Just as everyone was about to leave, Soumya reminded us to capture a group photo. The proof of a wonderful Diwali under the protection of the mighty mountains was finally sealed. All of us were away from our families, but as I looked at the smiling, amusing faces, I realized the true meaning of family and that of Diwali. Okay, can I remove these bangles now? Payal asked. I chuckled and knew Diwali or not, celebrating life would never ever stop in the mountains. This episode was a glimpse of what next week would look like across the country. But hey, we are not done with Diwali yet. See you next week with another story from this beautiful festival. Stay tuned to Travel and Leisure India for more.